Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. In the BCS standings, there's always the potential for a back door to swing open at just the perfect time, but not in a division race. You're not getting help from anyone but yourself, and these two teams will square off for the right to play for a conference championship. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
It's one of the most scenic settings in college football, but things often get ugly for the visitors. We're at Mountaineer Field in Morgantown, West Virginia. Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. We'll see how this game plays out as they get ready for the opening kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 10. And he's taken down at the 17-yard line. Senior class taking the home field for the final time. And no matter what you've done before, you always want to get a win in your last home game. We'll see how they do. The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. They come out in a 5-wide set.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
From their own 17-yard line, it's second down. They go to the left for a nice game. The Seminoles always have guys that are near the top statistically, and that's no exception today. We're really looking forward to watching this kid play. They're about 4 yards away here on third down. Watch out here, and he's tackled at the 39.
He looked pretty cool back there. Even with the outside linebacker blitzing, he made an accurate throw, and the result is a new set of downs.
Tackle at the 48-yard line. Great job by the running back, and that's a gain of 9.
That brings up second and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's second down and 1. He's taken down at the 47-yard line.
If these defenders continue to exploit the O-line like that, it's going to be a long day for this running back.
To thread the needle, and it's not going to work. And down he goes at the 48. First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 48. There was some movement on the line.
False start, offense.
That penalty will move them back a bit.
Yeah, with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
He's tackled at about the 45. They pick up good yardage that time on the pass play.
Here they kind of put pressure on the quarterback and challenged him to find the hole in the defense. And in this case, he did. Nice job.
So it's second down and about 2 yards to go. Here he goes. He's at the 20. They'll bring him down right around the 12-yard line. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Offense. Still first down.
From the 40-yard line, it's first down. And off to the left. Got an opening. Inside the 10. And he scores. Touchdown. And he adds the extra point. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
Atlantic Coast Conference action in the spotlight. It felt as if the game rested on every play.
Draw, ready to kick. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 10. They'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
You like that? You like that?
Quarterback couldn't maintain possession on their last drive. Let's see what he does here.
He's got a lot of time to forget about that last pick. He just got to stick to the game plan.
Looks to his receiver, first down. Tackle made at the 31-yard line.
First down.
From their own 31-yard line. First down. And they make the stop right around the 34.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Brought down right around the 48-yard line. What a throw for a big gain.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
From their own 48-yard line. First down. Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. Catches it, and that's all. They get 5 yards on the play.
Not a bad play. They gain 5 yards out of it, and they keep moving the defense back.
Third and 5 coming up. Ball on the 47. Quick throw. And he's taken down right around the 32-yard line.
Number 28 with the tackle at the 32-yard line. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 32. Fumble! And the ball bounces out of bounds.
The ball just kept scooting all over the place on the sideline, and it finally skipped out of bounds before anybody could claim it.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Got it. Complete. He's out of bounds.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards. That makes it first and goal.
First down, and they are very close to tying this thing up. He has some room. Touchdown, FSU. Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 9-play, 88-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Excellent kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. This is a fun game, and I think we're going to see a lot of interesting football before it's over. He's to the 40. Inside the 30. Touchdown, West Virginia. So he punches it into the end zone for the second time today.
That was just an excellent individual effort in the end zone.
He makes the PAT. Draw looks ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
I think any good football team has to have an ability to answer, and that's exactly what we just saw. One team scores a touchdown, the other team comes right back and puts another touchdown on the board. This is getting exciting. Brad, let's see if this offense can maintain the rhythm that they established on that last drive. Not just putting points on the board, but driving the length of the field to be able to eventually put points up. I think that's going to be important for them to try to keep that confidence going here on this drive.
It's 2nd and 13. Ball on the 22. Going deep, lays it out there. It's caught, And he's immediately tackled.
That's a number 7 on the play. First down.
Boy, was he drilled as he let go of that football.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 31-yard line. 2nd down. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds.
I credit the quarterback on that pass. He made a great read and delivered a very nice pass for the first down.
And he is drilled at the 29-yard line.
Call a loss of 15 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 1.
Defense looking for another sack in this 2nd down and long situation. They come out in an empty backfield. Throws, and that one's going to hit the ground incomplete.
The intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Tosses out to the tailback on the screen. And he's tackled at the 22-yard line. About a 7-yard pickup that time on the pass.
It's a well-designed play to the halfback. And it worked at least to get them a gain on the play.
There are 3 quarters remaining. West Virginia's lead is a touchdown. And we're ready for more football here in quarter number 2. Kicks up, and the field goal is good. They line up to kick this one away. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 20. He's taken down at the 25. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. West Virginia is up 4. Tries to get around the corner. He's to the 40. He's at midfield. And he's finally shoved out at the 46-yard line. He had all kinds of running room there.
Give credit to the quarterback here, recognizing the coverage and taking off for a big gain.
From the 46-yard line, it's 1st down. He's at the 30, to the 20. He's knocked out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And here's a quick throw. Finds his receiver. Touchdown. And he converts the extra. looks like they're ready for the kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And they can forget about returning this one. It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. Complete pass and hit hard as... down with it. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker. And he makes it out to about the 37-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. First down.
Short over the middle. Tackle at midfield.
Brings him down. That's good for a gain of 13 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 50.
Boy, the defense has to be very frustrated there. They did everything. They got to the quarterback. In fact, it looked like they had a chance to bring him down for the sack. Somehow, he's able to throw the ball away.
There's a strike complete. He's taken down at the 41-yard line.
Number 27 makes the tackle at the 41-yard line. 3rd down.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Gaining 4 yards. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 37. They go back to him on a quick throw.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. And down he goes, right around the 26-yard line.
Gain of 6 yards. First down.
From the 26-yard line. First down. He's tackled at the 26-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
It's the 11th play of the drive. Pulls it in, and he's in the open field. And he tackles him hard at the 22.
Martin makes the tackle at the 22-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
They've looked good so far on 3rd down in this drive. Let's see what happens here. Got it. Tight end's got the first. They'll bring him down right around the 8-yard line.
That makes it 1st and goal.
He makes it to the 6-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards.
And this is the 14th play of the drive. He might have a chance. Wide receiver screenplay. They'll go for 2 in this situation. Defense stacked in tight here. And he's in for 2. Here's an update from the studio and Reese Davis.
Let's check in on a pair of top 25 teams. Let's take a look at this one again. The Badgers have the perfect connection and a touchdown.
Florida State gets set to kick this one away.
Number 24 sets a return.
He just drills this one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. West Virginia is up by 3. Fires it out. He's to the 40. He gets hit out of bounds around the 48-yard line. From their own 48-yard line. First down. Tackle made at the 43.
There are a lot of players in the college game that can make something happen when the blocking breaks down. But when it's that bad, I don't care who you are, you're going down for a loss.
Nice run up the middle.
27 with the tackle. That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 39.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 42. Almost intercepted there.
It's an intelligent play by the defender. All you have to do sometimes is get your hand on the ball.
Right, the return man. He really got a hold of that one. Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last time out. And he makes it out to about the 21-yard line.
That brings us 2nd and 9.
From their own 21-yard line. Second down. Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd down.
Quick throw. He's out of bounds around the 42-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Catches it, and he's looking for more. Brought down at the 49-yard line. The Seminoles will use their first time out of the half.
What impresses me so much is the guy's vision. He read the coverage perfectly to find his man for good yardage.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. Fires out quick. It's picked off. And he's taken down at the 44. West Virginia holds a field goal lead. He's on the run. The Mountaineers taking their first time out of the half. From the 46-yard line, second down. He's hit and taken down. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kirk.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Hit as he threw, and he completes it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
Time to take you out for this Pac-12 showdown. This one's been entertaining us all day long. And for Utah, they're having all kinds of trouble so far.
He really got a hold of that kick. Well, let's see if he can shake off that pick that he tossed last time out.
The game is in danger of getting out of hand early. It's very, very important that they not only hang on to the football this drive, but they also need to get a score on the board as well.
Once and all, going deep. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. He's in trouble. Throws and it's incomplete.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
The kick is away. It's long enough. And it's off the upright. No good. And he missed it off the upright. And it hits the upright. No good. As they head to the locker rooms, this one is far from over. All right, Reese and David, thanks, guys. Second half action just about ready to start here. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field. He's scrambling, and he can't get away from the pressure.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. That'll bring up second and 11.
It's second down and 11 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. He fights forward to about the 26. Donaldson comes away with 2 yards on the carry.
That'll make it 3rd and 9.
Fires out quickly to the tailback, and he's tackled right away.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that's just too bad. They made the stop, but a flag is going to keep the chains moving.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. They come out in a 5-wide set. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. Knocked out of bounds at the 39. Fires out quickly, incomplete. Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 39. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. Nearly intercepted.
You like a team that's ready to defend the pass. It takes some preparation to get in the way of a pass like that.
He's under some heat. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. He's got it out to his tight end, and he's hit immediately. They don't pick up the first down, and the ball will change hands. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. And they make the stop right around the 42-yard line.
Very solid gain through the air. I'm impressed with the poise of this quarterback and the ability of the receiver to keep his concentration and get his hands on the football.
They come out in an empty backfield. And he pulls it down. And he's tackled at the 42-yard line. What a throw for a big gain.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. Good outside run there. Ward gains about 5 yards on the run.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Makes it out to about the 29.
Call it a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 29. Gets it out to him again. Tackle around the 22-yard line.
Good work here by the defense to keep him from making something more out of that play.
2nd and 4.
Tosses out to the tailback on the screen. He's taken down at about the 19-yard line. It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. Tackled after a decent pickup.
First down.
Boy, was he drilled as he let go of that football.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
This is the 9th play of this drive. Fires out to his receiver.
It really wasn't badly played by the defense, but sometimes a good throw and catch just beats you.
3rd and 6.
And here's another 3rd down. And that sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That makes it 1st and goal.
This is the 11th play of this drive.
Box two. Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
The short yardage defense here. Touchdown, FSU! Here's the extra point to get within a field goal. And he hits the PAT. Florida State to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. So you wonder what kind of excitement we'll see this time around.
36.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. He throws it. And down he goes around the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's first down. West Virginia has a 3-point lead. Hauls it in as he's pushed out of bounds.
Let's give this quarterback a lot of credit. He recognized the man coverage. And, guys, I'm going to tell you something. He probably knew he was going to go to the post before the ball was even snapped. Well done.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 31.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. And he's level at the 28.
That makes it 1st and 10.
He's at the 20. Inside the 10. Steps out of bounds at the 1. First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. They'll bring him down at the 3-yard line.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
He's going to try and scramble. Keeps it, and he's got a touchdown. And he converts the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He just drills this one. Six points and a pretty display of passing was a result of their last drive. Kirk, do you expect the defense to take a different approach here?
When this quarterback is on, he is on. It already seems like whatever this defense is trying just isn't working. But maybe if they add just a little bit more pressure, then they might be able to force him into a mistake.
It's second down, 5 to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. And here's a quick throw. Finds his receiver who's all alone. Tackle made right around the 12-yard line.
Brings him down at the 12-yard line. First down.
Clears it out Out to the right to the halfback. He's tackled at the 8-yard line.
Makes the tackle at the 8-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Easy, easy, easy. Lucky, lucky. Here we go.
Touchdown, Seminoles. The draw within a field goal. He makes the PAT. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends this one deep. Wow, close game here, and up and down the field with both these offenses matching what the others know.
Well, it's fun to watch each offense get an opportunity to go out and make plays, and you're right, you almost feel as if one offense feels challenged and has to be able to bounce back, and they've done that.
The quarterback did a really good job in the last drive of finding his receivers in space, and I bet he'll be looking to do the same thing again.
There he goes. Makes it to the 44. From their own 44-yard line. First down. That's 3 down and 1 to go. West Virginia's got a 3-point lead. Welcome back to the action here as we resume play here in quarter number 4. West Virginia is up by 3. He's at the 40, at the 30, and he's taken down around the 26-yard line. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 26. And he's stopped behind the line.
Those linebackers do a great job of stopping the run, but they need to be careful of the play-action pass. You can easily get fooled and give up some big yards through the air.
Here we go.
Brought down at the 25.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. 3rd down.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 15.
Ready. Green 88.
He gets the 22-yard line.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 4th and 6.
It's up, and they tack on 3 points. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And they can forget about returning this one. Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. And he's shoved out of bounds right around the 40.
That's a gain of 15 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
First and 10. All on their own 40. Across the middle. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
Gain of 26 on the play. 1st down.
Going deep, lays it out there. This one is batted away.
Number 88, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 34-yard line, it's 2nd down. Throws it in a hurry. And they make the stop at the 22.
That's a gain of 12 on the play. 1st down.
Makes it out to maybe the 19-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From the 19-yard line, 2nd down. Throws complete. He's got room to work. What a play to set him up with a 1st and goal.
That makes it 1st and goal.
And they got him for a loss.
More plays like this, and the coaching staff is going to need to change up the blocking scheme. You can't allow the defense to play in your backfield.
From the 10-yard line, it's 2nd down. Looks left, finding his tailback, and he's tackled right around the 8-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. That makes it 3rd and goal.
It's the 9th play of the drive. Fires incomplete.
Anytime you can prevent a 3rd down conversion, doing something right. Solid coverage.
Brings up 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal, and here they go from the 8-yard line. Touchdown, and we're all tied up. Here's the extra point that can give them the lead. He splits the uprights with the extra point. They line up to kick this one away.
Number 24 back deep to return.
Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Things aren't tied, but they might as well be. It's this drive that could really dictate the tone for the last quarter. And they hit him in the backfield.
That's a loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
From their own 23-yard line. 2nd down. Less than 3 minutes in the game.
Ready. 180.
Fires it out. Tackle at the 46-yard line. Wide. Makes it out to about the 40.
That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 40-yard line. 1st down. goes picked off.
Number 11, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. Third down and long, and they could really use a big play by their quarterback here this late in the game. Under pressure. He's taken down around the 36-yard line. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And he nails the long field goal. West Virginia gets set to kick this one away. Excellent kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Here we are late in the fourth quarter in a very important and a very tight football game. Who's going to come to the forefront? We'll see who's got the most leadership. Ford gets the ball. Nice run, and he's brought down.
That's how we do, Dean. That's how we do.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd down, 6 to go. Ball on their own 29. Under a minute left in the game. Throws it to the outside. And he's hit immediately.
Well, they found some seams in the coverage there. Let's see if the defense makes any adjustments to counter.
The Seminoles taking their first time out of the half. Complete. He's got room. He gets hit out of bounds at the 32.
That's good for a gain of 14 yards. First down.
From the 32-yard line, it's first down. Nice run up the middle.
That's a gain of 7 on the way. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards.
Florida State's going to have to use their second time out of the half. From the 21-yard line, first down. And they get nice yardage on that run.
Gain of 5 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Florida State will use their final timeout. They'll try to ice him with a timeout here. This is the type of kick that puts you on the map. If you miss, you're just another kicker. If you make it, you're praised forever. And he got it! Game over! And that gives them the lead.
I know that I call kickers head cases, but this kid isn't one. It's like he doesn't even feel the pressure.
Ward's performance today, Kirk, it was just fun for you and I to be part of it, really.
Yeah, really just a campus legend, a guy that went out there and showed why he's one of the most dominant players in the country, and he did not disappoint anybody, including his teammates today.
Thanks for joining us for another game of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk and everyone here at EA Sports, Brad Nessler saying goodbye, and we'll see you next time.